Ivanka Trump's perfect image crumbles in real time when Jimmy Kimmel drops one question that shatters everything, leaving her speechless and the audience in disbelief. In the glossy, high-stakes arena of live television, where every smile is rehearsed and every word is scrubbed for public consumption, there are moments that shatter the script. What happens when the polished first daughter, accustomed to controlling the narrative with elegant deflections, tries to steamroll a comedian who has decided to stop telling jokes? The title of this story captures that stunning, unscripted collision. Ivanka Trump tried to outtalk Jimmy Kimmel. What happened next shocked everyone. In a broadcast that began as a polite debate on American values, Ivanka Trump thought her poise would silence the host. She didn't expect Jimmy Kimmel to drop a single, calm sentence that would freeze her mid-breath and leave the entire world gasping in disbelief. The air in the Washington, D.C. auditorium was electric, the kind of tension that makes the skin prickle. On stage sat Ivanka Trump, a vision of icy perfection in white, and Jimmy Kimmel, the late-night host who had traded his punchlines for a somber suit.
I like when he takes us inside his relationship. Darling, why do you throw up when I open my robe? What are you doing, darling? Now, most presidents at the turkey pardon keep it light. They make a few bad puns, they wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving, and they go back to work. But that's not Donald Trump. Donald Trump used the opportunity to brag about all the wars he's ending, how low his imaginary prices are now, and out of nowhere...
Ivanka spoke first, and she was flawless. Her voice was a smooth, melodic hum as she spoke of grace, patience, and prosperity. She painted a picture of an America that was thriving, a country where her father's leadership was the only thing standing between order and chaos. Jimmy, she said, leaning forward with a patronizing smile, historically, Washington chooses sides. My father chooses people. While the media focuses on negativity, we focus on the beautiful reality of the American dream. The critics, they are just noise. The audience listened politely, lulled by the rhythm of her words. She seemed untouchable, a marble statue of confidence. But then it was Kimmel's turn. He didn't reach for a joke. He didn't look at his cue cards. He adjusted his microphone, took a slow breath, and looked directly at her. Grace doesn't mean silence, Ivanka, he began, his voice quiet but cutting through the room like a razor. And patience doesn't mean waiting forever for the truth. The crowd leaned forward. This wasn't the funny guy they expected. Kimmel continued, you talk about negativity and critics as if they are ghosts, but the stories we hear, families choosing between rent and medicine, veterans forgotten, those aren't noise. Those are the people you claim to represent.
My father is a fighter. When the primaries got tough, and they were tough, he did what any great leader does. He dug deeper, worked harder, got better, and became stronger. I have seen him fight for his family. I have seen him fight for his employees. I have seen him fight for his company.
Ivanka wasn't going to let that stand. She straightened her spine, her smile tightening just a fraction. Jimmy, she interrupted, her tone smooth but dismissive. Your passion is admirable, really, but you must remember, you live in Hollywood. From a penthouse or a studio lot, the world looks very different. Much of the anger you peddle comes from a place of disconnect. It's misinformation designed to hurt a family that has sacrificed everything for this country. The insult was wrapped in silk, but it was a slap in the face. The audience fell silent. Even the moderator froze. Ivanka sat back, looking satisfied, believing she had successfully framed him as an out-of-touch elitist. Kimmel didn't move. He didn't blink. He just watched her for a long, uncomfortable moment. When he finally spoke, his tone was soft, almost gentle, which made his next words terrifying. Perspective, he said, does depend on where you're standing. You're right. From a penthouse, the world looks perfect. But from the ground, where the secrets are buried, it looks very different. He leaned closer to her, invading her personal space with nothing but his voice. You say we spread misinformation. You say we invent stories to hurt your family. He paused, letting the silence stretch until it was suffocating. But you seem so sure about everyone else's stories, Ivanka. So I just have one question. The room buzzed with a low frequency of anticipation. Kimmel's eyes locked onto hers. He delivered the line with absolute stillness. If you're so committed to the truth, why don't you tell Barron you're his real mom? The gasp that sucked the air out of the room was audible. It was a physical reaction, a collective shockwave. Ivanka's face went from porcelain to chalk white. Her trademark composure, the mask she had worn for decades, shattered in real time. She opened her mouth to laugh, to dismiss it, but no sound came out. Her eyes darted to the wings of the stage, then back to Kimmel, wide with a mixture of horror and panic. That's absurd, she finally whispered, her voice trembling. That is baseless.